my work and my relationship to life as we live it today changed very drastically about 17 years ago when I had a dream. In this dream, the dream was very vivid. In this dream, I was running over a very large place in a city. There were hundreds of people going in different directions, and they didn't pay any attention at me. While I was running around between them, I was shouting one sentence which says the space that you are living in does not exist anymore. The reality that we see around us is only the memory of how the reality was. I was shouting more and more loud because nobody paid attention. And finally, this was so loud that I awoke myself. It was middle in the night and I ran out of the house to see what is going on with the earth. Since I have much experience in geomancy and in subtle forms of perception, I looked immediately how the radiation of the ground is, and it turned out that it does not exist anymore. Usually, it should be as high as human being, the radiation of the ground, but I found out that instead of going up, it went down into the earth. It was like turned upside down. This was the impulse why I started to observe what is going with the earth. Luckily, I do workshops in geomancy and earth healing, so I am in constant contact. And my observations showed very soon that we are like presently living in two realities. One is the one that does not exist anymore. I think this is a divine mercy that we still are alive and that life is also around us. But we can also observe that in effect during these 70 years the ambience around us, the environment is crumbling. There are constantly in a rhythmical succession coming natural catastrophes, but also the wars and the whole situation in the world shows also at the political level that the structure that was carrying life does not hold anymore. On the other hand, I started very soon to perceive that Earth and her beings are very active in creating a kind of a new bowl in which life can develop further, and this is a totally different kind of reality that is being developed at the background of our everyday reality. It has a different kind of structure in space and in time. It allows, this structure allows that also the dimension of life that till now are invisible for us or even hidden from us, that some portals or doors open so that there can be a communication and also collaboration between different levels and dimensions. I speak of it as of a pluridimensional space structure. The same happens with time. The time loses its linearity and becomes creative time, which means that there is so much time as it is needed. I start a workshop and there is so much places to visit and so much to do and to pursue. It seems impossible to smash it into one day, but it can all be done even earlier. Is finished as it's thought, because the time is now dependent on how much creativity and how much presence we invest in some events or into the life itself. Otherwise, it gets very short if we are not really present in what we do. I think that such changes, we could call it a quantum leap, already happened in the past of the Earth's history. But right now, we are in a situation that maybe never was before. Which means we are here human beings that have developed such a step of autonomous intelligence and such a high step of inner knowledge that we can co-create with Gaia such a quantum leap, which means that there is no cataclysmic events needed that enable life to start from the beginning anew. But if us, human beings, at least a good portion of us starts to be aware of what is going on and consciously collaborates, this is already going on in the world. There are thousands and thousands of individuals and groups that start, let us say, simply new things in all different regions of life. They start to do, they are inspired, they start to do, they collaborate among themselves, they collaborate with elemental beings and with beings of the parallel evolutions, or they simply develop their creativity in an unprecedented way. So this new, I can see it like the new structure of reality is already there. It is real, and many people consciously or simply by intuition already work with these new possibilities that Gaia, the mother of life, has prepared of us. I think this is for me a base for inner peace, to understand that the conditions of the old reality are not sufficient anymore for life and for human beings to develop further. We can see that the civilization we developed on the base of patriarchal ideology is capable of manipulating all different aspects of life through atomic power, genetic manipulation, political manipulations, and so on. So there is no way in this direction anymore. But I trust, I believe, and I have thousands of experiences that there exists the new reality, and we are maybe 80% already standing within this new space. It needs only to become conscious, to trust in life and go.